Welcome to Street Patrol UK's monthly recap on the crime rates in the UK. This is May, so I'm going to have a quick recap on what happened over May. I want to bring up this quickly first. The new scoreboard system that the UK gangs started in London, I think, but the new UK gangs score point system. So 50 points for a headshot, 30 points for a chest torso shot, 5 points for the arms, 20 points for the stomach, 10 points for the legs. So if you stab somebody in the head, say 50 points. Stab somebody in the chest, that's 30 points. Okay? Now, this is going to lead probably to an increase. Let's go down. Where were we? I'm missing a lot here. There's terror. Oh yeah, this is quite important to point out. ISIS are plotting terror attacks in London over the next couple of months, so watch out for that. What do we have here? I did have all of this loaded up, but apparently it wants to go back. So when did I do this? This is the 22nd. Alright, let's just start from the 22nd of May. Got a man here, man in his 20s was attacked by a gang of 6 on a road in East London. Mohammed Mubin, 20, said the thugs taunted and mocked him as he was beaten with a metal pole on Good Friday at 10 PM in St Paul's Way. And then later, police saying aggravated assault charge was laid after a body. A man says he's been charged with aggravated assault after the death of a 42-year-old Clayton Bob. There's lots of missing reports as well. Lots of knives that Camden police have been out patrolling and picking up a load of knives. We've had a few big fires as well. Quite a lot of big fires all over. That's the big one in Tottenham over in North London. Took a while to tackle that. Okay. Here we go. Street Patrol UK. This was the 23rd of May. This is, by the way, come and follow us on Twitter at patrol_UK to get a live up-to-date every hour posting of UK crime and threat levels, street crime, violence. We're going to be reporting all of that. No nonsense news. You're only going to get real news from us. And here we go. 6 Scoreboard, which sees gangs award points for deadly attacks. Right. Tavis Spencer Atkins pictured there in Ipswich, and Raheem Barton in South London both died in attacks linked to gangs, which boast about the Scoreboard killing here. The murder count from stabbings in the UK for 2019 has just passed 100, so we've just hit 100 kills on May the 23rd. Sad times. There's another attack here on an elderly man. Yeah, we had a lot of bomb scares on the 23rd of May at the polling stations for the elections. Highgate Library were ordered to evacuate. There was quite a few. Whitehall was closed. Police closed Whitehall, SW1. A lot of burglaries in the Jewish areas. The Shomrim Jewish police are asking for a lot of help. A lot of expensive jewellery has been stolen. There's a lot of fires. There's a lot of fires. Oh yeah, deadly caterpillars. Be on the lookout for these caterpillars. If you see these type of caterpillars, don't touch them. They can harm your dogs as well. A man was arrested for the London mosque shooting. A man ran up to a mosque in Ilford the other day and let off a few shots. They think it was a blank firing round because the ballistics teams didn't find any shells, so they think it was a blank firing gun. Man found with stab wounds in Queen's Park. I used to live near Queen's Park. Is taken to hospital in an air ambulance. Oh yeah, World War II ordnance bombs. They were being detonated at Kingston University. All of you out there in Kingston University, you had to get evacuated for that. Here we go. Gangs clash in street fights as teens beat up kids with poles. And that was in Birmingham, I think, that one. Oh yeah, Enfield Road was taped off 23rd of May for another stabbing there. That's over in North London. armed moped robbery over in Camden. A lot of missing persons here. Check on the missing people. If you know them, go and report. Yeah, elderly couple found dead in Kensington. The Surrey police were investigating that over a man in his 40s. The murder investigation has been launched. More missing people and a lot more fires as well. Yeah, a few assaults over there in Essex in the town centre in Clacton. That's by the seaside. Woman sustains significant head injury in a street robbery over in Leicester. It was on the 24th of May. Knife point robbery suspect arrested. He was arrested 200 miles away from the scene of the crime as well, so good job there for getting him so far away. Mum kicked in the face in Horsham town centre during a robbery. Bradley Ojama, 21 of Platts Road, Enfield, was charged with GBH with intent. See, that was that previous stabbing in Enfield. They've apprehended the suspect there. Second arrest over the barbershop shooting, where a man was shot in the stomach. Don't know what caused that. Don't know what caused that. There's a lot of milkshake throwing going on over the campaign. A lot of people got hit with some shakes. And shame on Burger King for their antics in that. That's inciting violence. We'll be paying close attention to you, Burger King. You should be careful with breaking the law there. Inciting violence is it's not a good thing. Traumatised staff threatened at knife point in a post office robbery. That's over in Liverpool, that was, on the 24th of May. Another big fire in Park Royal there, over in my old area. 6 fire engines and 40 firefighters it took to quell that blaze. There's more scams going on for elderly. Oh yeah, you heard about the hugger mugger. If you're in West London, watch out for the hugger mugger. He hugs elderly victims and then pickpockets them. And he's still on the loose, I think. Arson attack at the RAF Upwood. A man punched in the face and hit with a belt outside a fast food shop. That was that incident in Clacton. Oh yeah, 6 children taken to hospital after a serious incident in Sheffield. I think 2 of them died. I think it was the mother that killed two children and wounded 4 others. There's a public order incident over in Bristol. A man suffered some head injuries there as well. Teenagers threatened with firearm in Milton Keynes. They escaped in the car park. Plea to find missing tattooed man. More missing people. Hammersmith Bridge was closed because of cracks in the pedestals there. They're getting that fixed. That's a bit dangerous. Seymour Road was taped off by the police opposite Crawley. That's for another stabbing over there. Not sure if we've got any updates on that. And over in Willesden, over in northwest London, there's another stabbing there. Man's appearing in court, charged with attempted murder of a woman in Willesden Green. There we are. Hunt for the West London hugger mugger who targets elderly victims. That's over in Hounslow, that is. West London on the outskirts of Hounslow. Near Heathrow. Kingston residents evacuated due to the World War II bomb. That's that again. Cordoned off Victoria Street as well. Victim stabbed in Rochdale. He's named by police David, 23. I think he's a former boxer if I remember the report rightly. He's sadly died in hospital now. Condolences there. Yeah, police investigating a broad daylight assault on a woman in Wrexham on the 24th of May. A prisoner was also attacked really badly in his cell in Wrexham prison. The pensioner claims that police ignored him when he was beaten by a street gang. Raymond Loveland was left with bruising to his brain as a result of the serious attack. So check that story out, and the police have ignored him apparently. A uni dropout's ferocious knife attack on 4 cops. He set up a bogus 999 call. I remember reading this report. I read about 4 or 5 different views from this report. The guy, he called the bogus 999 report, lured 4 police officers in and then ambushed them and stabbed some of them quite badly. They dubbed it a ferocious knife attack. 2 boys die out of the 4 children in hospital from the Sheffield incident there. A lot of car theft over in Derbyshire. Man arrested after the Schoolgate murder. Jim Donegan, 43, was shot as he waited to collect his 13-year-old son from St Mary's Christian Brothers Grammar School in West Belfast in December. A newborn baby left outside of a hospital over in Kent. I think the mother has abandoned the baby. Need to search for that mother. They've detonated the World War II ordnance, and paramilitaries are rising again. There's a surge in the IRA activity over in Londonderry, in London. They call it Derry, don't they? The ones that want to separate. The explosion that rocked the French city of Lyon. 6 people were injured. I think that's up to 12 now, actually. That's an old report. That was a breaking report. We had terrorist attack in Lyon over there. Badly burnt body found in Felton fire. They haven't identified the body yet. There's a lot of missing people there. There was a report. There was a stabbing in Cambourne. That's in Cambridge, I think. In the Morrison's car park, somebody just got stabbed over there. The police busted a guy there. That's some on-the-spot busting there. A resident came home to an open door and torchlights in the house just after midnight in Fitzjohn's Avenue, NW3. I've lived in NW3 as well. Finchley Road, I used to live on that road, near Lifehouse Estate. A few minutes later, the intruder stepped outside to find 3 officers and a taser ready and waiting. Oops, 1 male arrested for burglary. He was in for a bit of a shock. 2 men injured in a stabbing incident in Aspley. I'm not sure where that is. It was on the scene there. A lot more missing people there. You can read all those. 46-year-old man's been arrested on suspicion of murder after a woman was found stabbed to death in Stoke-on-Trent last night. And that's May the 25th, so that happened on May the 24th. Waltham Forest Police were asking for urgent assistance for another unit over there. That's on May the 25th. The teenager stabbed with his own knife after attacking a man on the street. A man in his 40s has been arrested on suspicion of wounding with intent. He got arrested as well. So there was, I remember the story. He was seen by a neighbour walking down the road. This is the youth with a knife in his waistband, and he's jumped the 40-year-old, tried to stab him, and as he's jumped in, the man allegedly claims that the robber attacker fell on his own knife and stabbed himself. And another man stabbed outside of a Wetherspoons pub in Dartford. More missing people. Another 45-year-old man's in custody after a stabbing in Camelford there as well last night. 3 teens arrested for 3 teens arrested for attempted murder. That's 2 16-year-olds and a 15-year-old. It's in Cambridge, I think that was. 2 police residents. 3 injured in a violent assault in Gloucestershire. A knife man spotted roaming around a busy street. And it doesn't say where that is. That was on May the 26th. More missing people. Huge police presence surrounding the Warlington Horsefields. Another murder investigation.